Welcome back to another video from Insectix Android Application Penetration Testing course. In this video we're going to discuss Android permissions. So basically this is titled as application defined user granted permissions because when a developer is developing an application, if he uses any sensitive data or if he uses any sensitive resources from the device used through his app, he has to explicitly specify, hey, I'm going to use this particular permission from your this particular resource from your device. I need permission from you. Right, this is how he has to explicitly specify the permission in the application. So that is the reason why we call it application defined. And once defining it, when the user installs it in his device, he has to grant the permission, otherwise the application won't be able to access those resources. So that's the reason why when we install the application in our device, it shows, hey, this application is going to access this many permissions, are you okay with this? If you are okay with that, you can simply accept all the permissions. If you're not okay with any of the permissions, if anything is looking suspicious, you can simply go ahead and deny everything. But unfortunately there is no option for us to accept some permissions or to reject some permissions. Either we have to accept everything or we have to deny everything. So that's a problem. And if you remember, in the previous video we have seen Android manifest.xml file by using unzip command. Right, we have extracted the resources from the application using unzip, and we have tried looking at Android manifest.xml file using cat command on Linux. But unfortunately it didn't return good results because we are unable to see the content in clear text format. So in this video I'm going to show you one way to have a look at Android manifest.xml file. But there are a couple of other ways as well, like using APK tool and couple of other tools are available. We'll see them in later videos where as and when required. Right now we don't need APK tool, so that's the reason why I'm not going to touch it right now. So rather I'll show you something else. Right, so it's not just a permission. Any application component that is being used in an application should be registered in Android manifest.xml file. For example, let's say I am developing an application. It has 3 different screens: screen 1, screen 2, screen 3. In Android, technically we call every single screen as an activity. It means I'm gonna use 3 activities in my application. So every single activity that I'm gonna use in my application should be registered in Android manifest.xml file using the tag activity. It should have a opening tag as well as a closing tag. So when I'm using 3 different activities, my Android manifest.xml file should have 3 different activity tags. Similarly, if I use any other component like service, content provider, broadcast receiver, I should also define them in Android manifest.xml file. Now let's have a look at Android manifest.xml file of one application that is installed in your device using something known as Manifest Explorer. It is an application that can be downloaded from the internet. Now let's go ahead and install it. In emulator, so make sure that your emulator is up and running over there. Now if you see this, you can actually download this manifestexplorer.apk file from the download section. It is uploaded over there. Now you can download it and install it. If you see this, my application is there in tools directory under ist. So let's go there and install this. ADB space install space the name of this application is manifestexplorer.apk. As you can see, it is success. Now if you just go back As you can see, this is the application that we are working with currently. Just launch it. It will give you the list of all the applications that are installed. As you can see here, now you can select any one application. Let's say, let me choose one application, probably, yep, Android settings, and just click view. You should be able to see the manifest.xml file of this particular application. As you can see here, it is actually requiring this many permissions. So every single permission that is being accessed by any application should be registered here. As you can see here, users permission and name of the permission, and the name of the permission is android.permission.read_contacts. It means settings application is requesting read contacts permission because it is supposed to access your read contacts, contacts. If you still scroll down, you should be able to see a lot of activities. As you can see here, let me show you. See this is one activity which is starting here, and if you still scroll down, the activity should be closed somewhere. As you can see here, this is closed here. Now this is one activity. Similarly, every single activity that is used in this particular application should be registered. It doesn't always need to be an activity. Any other component like content provider, service, broadcast receiver should also be registered in this manifest.xml file. So this is how you can actually have a look at Android manifest.xml file in clear text format using manifest explorer.apk file. You can call it a tool, right? So we can use manifest explorer.apk to have a look at Android manifest.xml file of your application. There are a couple of other ways as well. We'll see them in the later videos, right? So that's all I have in mind for this video. Hope you have enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching it. Thanks a lot.